In the spring of 1984, Japan's bustling Kansai region became the stage for one of the most audacious crime sagas in modern history. They called themselves the Monster with 21 Faces, and for 18 months, they held two corporate giants, Izaki Glico and Morinaga, in a grip of fear, outsmarting authorities and vanishing without a trace. This is the true story of their reign of terror, a case that remains unsolved to this day, drawn from police records and public archives. It began on a chilly night, March 18, 1984, in a quiet Osaka suburb. Two men in ski masks, armed with a pistol and a knife, crept into the home of Katsuhisa Izaki, president of Izaki Glico, the beloved maker of Pocky sticks and chocolates. Izaki was away in Tokyo, but his elderly mother and young wife were home. The intruders bound the women with wire, blindfolded them, and demanded the key to Glico's headquarters. When the women couldn't comply, the men forced Izaki's wife to call him, her voice trembling as she read their script. "Come back to Osaka, or else." Terrified, Izaki boarded the next flight home. But the monster had bigger plans. As Izaki returned, the group ambushed him at a company dorm, snatching him and a Glico executive off the street. They shoved the men into a minivan and sped to an abandoned warehouse in Nishidagawa, Osaka. Inside, the air reeked of gasoline. The kidnappers tied Izaki and his colleague to chairs, doused the floor with fuel, and issued their demand. 1 billion yen, about $18.1 million, and 100 kilograms of gold bullion, worth another $21 million. "Pay, or you burn," they hissed, flicking a lighter for emphasis. Then, they stepped outside, leaving the men alone. In a desperate bid for survival, Izaki and the executive wriggled free from their ropes. Heart-pounding, Izaki spotted a small bathroom window. They smashed it open, crawled through, and stumbled barefoot into the night, hiding in riverbank reeds until police found them at dawn. The kidnappers returned to an empty warehouse, their plan foiled, but they weren't done. By April 1984, the monster with 21 faces turned to terrorizing the public. Glico refused to pay, citing the impossibility of gathering such funds quickly. The group retaliated with a sinister new tactic, product tampering. They slipped into stores across Osaka, Kyoto, and Kobe, injecting cyanide into Pocky boxes, almond Rhapsody bars, and Papa potato chips. They resealed the packages and left handwritten notes. "We've poisoned 45 kinds of Glico products. Want to save lives? Pay us 1 billion yen, or we'll spread them nationwide." To prove their threat, they mailed tainted samples to newspapers like the Asahi Shimbun. Panic swept Japan. Supermarkets yanked 21,000 boxes of Glico products off shelves. Parents stopped buying snacks, and Glico's sales crashed by 90%, costing millions. No one was poisoned. The group seemed to want fear, not bodies, but the nation was on edge. The monsters fed off the chaos, sending taunting letters to the media, written in crayon on colored paper, adorned with cartoonish drawings of masked figures and bombs. One read, "Dear stupid police, you can't catch us. We're pros at kidnapping. Next, we'll take your children." They signed each note with their chilling moniker, Monster with 21 Faces, claiming to target 21 food industry executives. In May 1984, they escalated. They planted a fake bomb, fireworks rigged to look deadly, at a Glico factory, sparking another wave of fear. Then, on June 21st, they struck again, kidnapping a senior Glico manager from his home in broad daylight. They forced him to withdraw cash from ATMs at gunpoint, demanding $400,000. Glico paid, but the monsters vanished, leaving the manager bound in a car. He escaped, but the group kept the money, laughing at authorities in another letter. "The police are fools. We'll be back." By July 1984, the monsters grew bored with Glico and set their sights on a new target, Morinaga, a rival confectionery known for milk and candy. Their demand? $4.4 million, or they'd poison Morinaga's products, including baby formula, a terrifying prospect in a country where trust in food safety was sacred. Sure enough, arsenic-laced Morinaga candy bars appeared on Tokyo shelves, each with a note, "Morinaga's turn. Pay up, or babies die. Stores pulled 22,000 items, and sales tanked. The public stopped trusting packaged goods, and Japan's food industry reeled, losing billions. The case's strangest chapter came in August 1984, when the monsters sent a VHS tape to a TV station. The footage showed a figure in a gold ski mask, dubbed the videotaped man, speaking in a distorted, synthetic voice. He waved a gun and a box of Glico candy, ranting, "We are the monster with 21 faces. Glico is our enemy. The police are idiots." The video aired nationwide, turning the group into a twisted pop culture phenomenon. Some saw them as anti-corporate rebels, others as terrorists. The tape's production, high quality for the era, hinted at resources and planning far beyond a typical gang. For months, the monsters toyed with Japan. They demanded ransoms from other companies like House Foods, sent 17 letters total, and even mailed photos of executives' families to prove their reach. By October 1984, after extorting over $10 million, much uncollected, and causing $50 million in damages, they sent their final letter. "We're disappointed Glico didn't die. We have no money now. Next time we'll kill." It ended with a doodle of a crying baby. Then silence. The monster with 21 faces vanished. Japan's National Police Agency threw 130,000 officers at the case. They found a rented van, traced to a fake ID, and a warehouse fire that destroyed evidence. Suspects ranged from Yakuza to disgruntled Glico workers, but every lead fizzled. The group's small size, likely 3 to 5 people, and use of payphones and disguises made them ghosts. In 1985, a copycat group was busted for mimicking the threats, but the original monsters were never caught. The statute of limitations ran out in 2000, sealing the case as unsolved. The saga changed Japan forever. It forced companies to adopt tamper-evident packaging, a standard now global, inspired partly by the U.S. Tylenol poisonings of 1982. It exposed the media's role in amplifying crime. Police blamed sensational coverage for fueling the monster's ego. The case still fascinates, studied for its psychological warfare and theatrical flair. Who were the 21 faces? A rogue gang? Corporate saboteurs? No one knows. Their taunts, their videotape, their crayons. They left a legacy of fear and not a single arrest.